Hi everybody, welcome to another Howard's Coin Finds and another $300 noodle. But this noodle is going to be something you probably won't see very often. I shall open these up and I'm not going to talk until the end. And I'll just go through these one at a time and we'll see what's in there. And you can see at the top there are 6 uncirculated 2021 coins sitting there. I'm going to open all these up and, well, get a big surprise when I start opening them up. Last one. I wonder what this is going to be. Okay, that is 150 coloured 2021 Aboriginal flag coins. Yeah, so I've opened up 6 rolls. Those 6 rolls were pretty much going to be all of these coins as with the last one I opened, that single one. And it's the chance you take with these ones of being all coloured. I got them for face value. That's because these are selling for $99 a roll still from when they came out. That's with the certified roll. But they're not selling. They didn't take off these coins. You can get them uncirculated like this for $5 including postage. And people can't sell those rolls on eBay. I've had a look, they're not selling. And they're still at the same price. So all the other years, as soon as these colour coins come out, that they come out at $99 from the mint. You can't buy them from the mint sends them to their coin dealers and you get it through them. And they're always $99 a roll the day they come out. But within a day, they're up to like 150, then depending on what they are, 200, and they normally set up around 200, 250s for the roll. These are at $99 and people can't get rid of them. And the other thing was, this came out of the everyday coin roll machine from the bank. I think this one was the NAB bank, not the Commonwealth. And they just happen to have full rolls put into their machine from Armaguard, who got a load of these obviously from the mint, and they got so many they went in a hopper on their own and they got rolled up, and I've had plenty of times where that's happened. So, you know, if you get a brand new year before or this year's coin, and at the other end that's the queen head, the obverse, and at the other end it's a colour, you got a more than, you know, 90% chance it's going to be all that colour. If it's head and head, well, if the only one colour came out that year, you're probably much going to be either that or the elder. But 99.9% of the time, two heads the same within the year or the year before or the year you're in, they're going to be all uncirculated, and that's straight out of the coin machine, as with these 6 rolls here. And there was a lot more than that that came out of that machine too. I'm going to go through, pick out the best ones with the least marks on it for the paint. Well, I'll tell you the 4 things that will make this coin to collect, and that later will give you the premium price for these coins, because they're not selling. And I can tell you the vast majority out of here are all marked and lost their paint. So going through and finding the best ones, as I've said all the time, you get an uncirculated roll, even a certified one, if you open it up, you'll be lucky to get more than 40% of those coins that are any good, and out of that probably, if you're lucky, 5% that are really good, and a 0% of something that probably might be worth grading. So if you buy rolls of coins, don't expect every coin in there, because it says uncirculated, are in mint condition, because they're not. They're just chucked in the hoppers. These ones got put in the hopper and rolled by Armaguard. The ones that the mint send down to whoever rolls it for them for selling through the coin dealers, they do the same thing. These aren't handled. They are the same coins dropped into another hopper, and God knows how many transfers they do into the hoppers. That's the ones that are paid for and ordered, and the ones that just go to the bank like this, because they're going in circulation. And so either one, doesn't matter. They've gone through many hoppers and they will have marks. So you can pay premium dollar for an uncirculated roll, but you might be disappointed when you open up and find out how many coins that you got in there. And when you add up how much each coin you could sell for in the premium price, you actually might be out of pocket for what you paid for that roll. So uncirculated rolls do not equal 100% unmarked coins. No. You'd be lucky if you're getting a couple of percent that are worth keeping or selling. And as I said, I'm going to tell you my 4 things for this coin to be a premium in the future. Number 1, no marks on that sun at all. That is paramount to me. That is the first thing. It's straight in your eye. That colour might catch your eye, but that shiny sun right in that middle there is the eye catcher. And if that's got marks on it, it already puts a negative into the person that got the coin. It's like, oh. Then they start searching on the other side, the obverse, there's marks and hits, and then that person might not be happy. So the best thing is for the eye, straight off, that sun must have no marks on it at all. Perfect. Then the next thing is the colour. That it's the least you can find with a coin with that sun perfect. So that one with no marks, no colour missing, perfect. Next one is, so the sun, no marks at all. The colour, you don't want any marks whatsoever, alright? This is to get the premium price in the future. Next one is the obverse, having a look at that for marks, how well it's minted, the whole lot. That's what you want to be looking at there, and making sure that's as best you can get it without any marks. And the last one of all is that queen is orientated the correct way. When you turn it over, that orientation of that paint is out. This is the correct orientation, with the red ochre land with the black Aboriginal people. with the sun. That is the correct orientation. So number 4 is, it must be the right way. Look, that's 180 degrees out, that orientation. So if I put it that way, the queen is right, is nearly right, but that's not how the flag, that's not how the colours are. It's red at the bottom. So the 4 things for your premium coin in the future with these Aboriginal flags: no marks on that sun, no paint lost on the colour, the obverse has no marks or the slightest of marks. It's nearly impossible to have no marks, but the least amount of marks, and that paint has to be in the right orientation. If you got that, that is the premium coin that you can get. It ticks all the boxes. So 4 boxes on that one: sun clear, paint all on there, orientation's correct, and the obverse has none to little marks. You might get 1 coin out of here, out of 150. We'll have a look. Extremely hard to find something that good, but because there's so many of these, if you don't find them and you're looking at reselling these, forget it. They're not selling. And they're marked, all of them. I can see, they're all marked, there's hardly any on there. But anyway, I'll get down with a magnifying glass, have a look and see how many out of this 150 that I would sell on my eBay site. Alright? And I only sell the best what I've got. Now I don't know if I mentioned, these coins were from my mystery subscriber, okay? So he donated the blue crux coin from the latest Great Australian Coin Hunt number 3 into my gratitude book, and I got the last roll of this that I did in the video. I got that off him, and I've got these 6 off him, and that's it. That's all he's got. They're gone now, and he's helped out tremendously. I'll tell you, tremendously. Going trouble. He's had these for a little while, I'm pretty sure, but he's held on to them because, well, he knew they'd come in handy for something. I've met up with him, and they have. They've turned into a video, and to show you what you can find any day of the week when you go to a normal coin bank machine and not order these through a coin dealer. You can get them. So without paying more than face value, and that's what you want. So thanks to my mystery subscriber, huge thanks from me and from my subscribers too, because they're getting the video and getting to see what you can expect to get out of an uncirculated lot of these coins anyway. So brilliant guy, helped out heaps. He's not noodling any more coins, and he's not doing anything with coins. That's it, because he doesn't collect coins, he just does it, well, he was doing it for himself, I can gather, but then I met him and it's turned out he's done it for a reason, for me, which is excellent. So on top of that, he went and did a little bit more noodling on the weekend before he's now called it a day. So he's told me, so we won't see any more of him, but he noodled a bit on the weekend, and well, he's got me a frontline worker 2022 $2 that he noodled. Beautiful, nearly almost uncirculated. This coin here, the minting on that queen there with the marks and the minting, and on this side, is 1,000 times better than this coin here. These coins are a shocker, that's all I can tell you. Very disappointed anyone bought, maybe that's why they're not selling. Very disappointed if you open up these rolls. They're not very good at all. But these coins are. These look great. And that's done really nice cameo lift out, and not many marks that I can see from here compared to what I can see on all these. And that's without looking on the other side yet. But I will go through them and see if I can find the best, well, I will find the best ones out of it. So that frontline worker, and on top of that, the guy's just so lucky, I tell you. he just grabs a couple of hundred, I think it was, I'm not sure. No, he just, I don't know how much, maybe it was under $100 of dollars. And if I'll be bugging, he's gone and found two 2016 changeover $1 coins at 560,000. And that's just amazing. They're the second lowest Mobberoo $1. The lowest at the moment shown is the 2020 Mobberoos at 430,000, I think the last was. And these ones are next at 560. They're extremely hard to find. I think I've had 6 for the last, no, I think I found 7 over 18 months, and tens of thousands of $1 coins I've gone through. They're extremely hard to find. I mean, 560,000 for them. The red poppy that's in the $2 folder that I'm giving away for my 1500, which is, I've just climbed so fast. I looked at it this morning, I think I'm 6 away now, 1494. So what I thought would take 3 months is taken 4 weeks to get from, I think I was on 1420 when I started to say about the 1500. So nearly 80 in, well, yeah, 28 days, under a month. So really fast. So now I've got to work out other stuff and get it all ready for what I'm going to do for the giveaway. Anyway, back to it. That's 500,000 for the 2012 red poppy, and you can't find them. You just don't find them. And these only 560,000. Just to let you know how hard. The 2020s are 430,000, but they're being found more regular at the moment because they're only 2 years old. These 2016, 6 years old, that's when you start seeing them fading out and getting harder and harder to find. So that is an amazing find. 2 of them in a noodle. That's pretty much unheard of, I'd say, but you know, all rare. So my mystery subscriber comes through with all these coins to show you, and I'll go through and prove how many are worthy of, you know, keeping. And he supplied these 3. Beautiful. So big thanks for that. And you know who you are, so yes, very good, beautiful. Now I'll get back and check these $2 coins and show you how many good ones are in there out of 150. Right. Okay, I'm hand holding my camera here. It's not on the tripod, so excuse any quick out of focuses or movements, but it's the best way for me to show these coins. So 150, and out of that 150 to the right, you'll see that there's 11 coins there, and you'll see spots I've taken them out of. I haven't closed it up, that's where they were. And the bottom 6 have some marks on them, and the top 5 have the least of all marks in the sun, I'm talking about, sorry. So in the center sun, some marks. The minimal of marks that I found out of all of them, next to these 5 with the least, these are the minimal. And the one that the pointer's pointing at is the only best one. So of 150 coins, 1 coin is of closest to the best you can get, but the orientation on it, you can see the black is out, the red should be down the bottom, no orientation. So I'll get back to them and show you them so you can see. There's one there that's nearly correct with the red at the bottom, but that's the very bottom right hand coin, but it's still out about 2 degrees or so. So none of the good ones, you would say, have the orientation correct. So the top ones tick the box for the sun, the paint, the obverse, and that's it. The 4th one, the orientation, none of them tick that box. And for the paint, that one it's pointing at, that's the best one, and I think there's one more in that top 5 that the paint hasn't come off, but every other coin there's paint off the red and the black. So I'll go here, I'll get a bit steadier. So anyhow, that's what I'm talking about. That's 6 rolls, 150 coins, and out of that, 1 decent, really good coin, 4 pretty good coins, 6 nice, good coins, and well, the other 139 are duds. They got too many marks, too much paint missing off them. I'll go in a bit closer. So it's a little bit closer, and I'm up the top left corner of all those coins. You can see that one in the centre there. Look at the marks on it. But even the ones that you might think, oh, they look alright, if I get the light in the right angle, you'll see that they've all got marks. Even that one looks okay, but the paint's all gone, and it's got a lot of tiny little marks all over that sun. That's the one there, a bit closer. See if I can get closer. That's up a bit closer again. That's about as close as I can get with this lens. I've got a macro I could put on, but I think that's enough. But you can see the paint's gone, and all those scratches and marks on it. When you're holding it, it just catches your eye. So it is the first thing you look at besides the colour, is the sun, and you want that looking really good. But these are, even that one, you can see if I get the angle right, I've checked every one of them. And these are all, I wouldn't keep them to sell, and I wouldn't put them in my collection because there are better ones that you can try to find, but you'd have to settle with them if it's the only ones you got. But with these flags, I'd say the competition with these things is getting them perfect, ticking the 4 boxes. Orientation's correct, sun's got no marks in it, the paint's not missing, and the obverse is struck well and with the minimal of marks. You won't get them completely no marks on that thing. Pretty rare. But if you can tick those 4 boxes, that's the one that will increase. These ones, no. Too many damaged. So I'll show you the other ones, but this is all of them. They're all marked, all got paint missing. And the other sides of them, some of them are shockers. That one looks alright, but I've picked it up and checked it, but got to get the angle right, but it's full of marks. Tiny ones. And it catches your eye when you're holding it. So anyway, I'll show you the good ones. So this is the 11, this is the bottom left one that I had there. Just to show you that the marks on there, very minimal. Just the little slight ones on it. And that one. And that one's just got those little tiny dots there, little marks, but the way that they are, even though they're little marks, and the other coins do have some, these don't stand out as much, so they're good. They'd be what you'd be really happy with, because they're hard to find, I can tell you. After 150, those 6 are what I would call the second grade down with the markings and the paint. And the only one that's close to orientation is that bottom right one. But none of them have the red and the black set correctly. And then up here is the 5 best ones. That one's got 1 mark there in that ring to the right. Actually, that one's the closest to orientation. It's actually turned a fraction. There's none of them that are 180 to each other. So these are the best 4. That one's got paint off, you can see on the black, but it's the center. it's hardly marked. Same as that one, it's got paint missing. So you've got to sacrifice some paint if you want that sun looking the best you can. That one, tiny bit of paint. That one, not too bad. Yeah, that one's good. There was two, that one, and the best one, this one. The paint and the sun, tick, tick. The other side, tick. Orientation, no tick. So there's no 4 box tick coins in this whole 150. That's bad. And so that one's worth the most to keep, because it's the best out of 150. So that's those 5 best ones there, and the left one is the best. At bottom right, just a tiny mark on it. And these ones, tiny some marks on it. But all the rest, no, they're all clashed up paint. I mean, these have got paint off them too, but I can't go past that sun in the centre being as best that it can. You don't want that smashed up. That's the eye catcher, right in the centre. So yeah, lovely. So I'll show you something that we can do with these coins. Okay, so a little bit of fun with these coins. I probably could have, well, I could have done like, you know, not down to the minute, but with enough coins you could do a full clock face, I reckon, of 60 minutes with the red and black paint turning around, being out of orientation. And so my pointer there is number 1 and go around clockwise from number 1. And then you can see as it goes down, the red's turning around clockwise, 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 and back to that one. So you can make clocks with these, with that orientation out. I'll flip one over. I'll flip that one. So I'll flip it. And our orientation is metal wise. So being metal means left or right turn will be in the correct position. The US coins and a lot of other coins are what they call coin orientation, and you have to flip it north-south for it to be the correct way when it faces you. But ours is called the metal and left-right. So east-west turn for us. US is north-south. So anyhow, there you go, you can make a clock. And I reckon they're that far out with all of them, you can fit ones in between here and keep building up and try and do 60 minutes. That'd be a good challenge. So yeah, very good. So that's about it for today. So thanks to my mystery subscriber for letting me purchase all those coins. And being able to open them and show everybody the reality of what uncirculated coins in rolls are like. And I've done this 22 years and they're always the same. If you can get 7 or 8 coins or 9 coins out of a roll, you're doing pretty good. So yes, so anyway, 50 cents even less. Down to the bank they go. That's them in the bag, ready to go to the bank, and in the machine. So 139 of them going to the bank. Very good. So until my next video, subscribe, like, share and watch. Until then, bye bye.